Michael Cocanower is joining us now, and Michael is the founder and president of itSynergy. Michael, good morning and welcome to our show.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very good. Cyber crime is not just a minor annoyance, nor is it a U.S.-only problem. It's worldwide. Are we dealing with a it can't happen to us sort of mentality in many cases?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only are we dealing with it can't happen to us, but to your point, it's a worldwide issue. And one of the things that we're seeing is we're starting to see nation states that are actively targeting both the U.S. government and U.S. companies with cyber attacks, which are very, very sophisticated.
Hey, I was reading this thing. It said, hey, I don't know if you've heard, Arizona's new cybersecurity law went into effect August 3rd, 2018. I'm going to guess most people missed that memo. So can you explain a little?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So one of the problems that a lot of companies face is that when it comes to breach disclosure, there are often very difficult to track what the requirements are. And so Arizona passed a new law just recently with some very specific breach disclosure laws. And so we didn't have anything like that before. And so now Arizona business owners need to be aware that if there is some type of a security incident at their company, they may be covered by this law and they may have some specific requirements that they've got to meet.
Like what, for example?
Well, for example, depending on what type of information is breached. So if there's any type of personal information breach, which could be a name, a social security number, a driver's license number, any of those types of things, they're now required to disclose that that breach occurred after they've done an investigation to ensure that, in fact, there has been a breach. And depending on how many records are breached, they may even be required to also notify the Attorney General's office and the 3 credit reporting agencies as well.
So as we find that a lot of government entities and private businesses and so forth are still just taking a, well, we'll get around to it one day attitude, it seems.
You're exactly right, and I'm not sure that that's a good strategy, especially given the sophistication of the attackers. In fact, the Department of Homeland Security just a couple of weeks ago put out a new notice that now nation states, so the National Security Agency thinks of the big ones, Iran, North Korea, etc., are now actively targeting even companies like mine, managed services providers, because they realize that we have access to our customers' environments, and so they're coming after us in order to get access to our customers. And so you've got to constantly be vigilant.
What's the percentage of people that call itSynergy after the fact?
Yeah, unfortunately, it's fairly high, and that's really the problem, because if you call after the fact, we're really doing damage control and cleanup. I mean, the harm has been done at that point. And so we can help with things like complying with the new data breach notification law and those types of things, but unfortunately, that's too late to prevent the problem from happening.
And sometimes they don't have to take huge steps to get to where they need to be. It's just some minor adjustments. Is that right?
You're absolutely right. I am a huge advocate that one of the most important things that people can do in order to protect themselves from cyber attacks is simply education, making people aware. A lot of times people that get breached don't even realize that they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. And so for me, education is a huge way that people could combat cybersecurity breaches, and it's inexpensive to do.
All right, so how do we get more information from your company? How do we contact you, sir?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. You can check out our website, itsynergy.com, specifically on the education thing that we're talking about. If you go to our YouTube channel at itsynergy.com/YouTube, we've got a ton of educational content that's out there for free. People can just go grab it.
So all the small and medium businesses who think they're maybe too small to be affected should check these out and get up to speed on what's going on.
You're absolutely right.
Michael Cocanower, founder, president of itSynergy. We do appreciate your joining us this morning.
Thanks very much. Great talking with you.
See you, Mike.